Assalamualaikum. My name is NUR'AIN HAKEEM. I am from MBH 6B. So now I'm gonna talk about fire drill training. Fire drill training is a planned practice exercise that prepares people to respond safely and quickly during a fire emergency. The purpose of fire drills in building is to ensure that everyone knows how to exit safely as quickly as possible if a fire, smoke, carbon monoxide or other emergency occurs, and to familiarize building equipment with the sound of the fire alarm.
Fire, fire, fire. Attention to all employees and visitors. This is a fire drill. Please evacuate to the nearest assembly point. I repeat, please evacuate to the nearest assembly point. Thank you.
Today, I will be discussing a contemporary issue or challenge in the field of training and development, which is a common issue in many organizations, is the low level of realism in fire drill exercise, which often leads to poor participant engagement. When drill feel fake, people may ignore alarms or delay evacuation, which weakens readiness. This lack of realistic simulation reduces the opportunity for individuals to experience the urgency, stress, and decision-making challenge present in real situations. Consequently, low realism and poor engagement can limit effectiveness of fire drill training and weaken overall emergency preparedness. The issue of low realism and poor engagement in fire drill training is critical because the fire drills are meant to prepare people for real-life emergency, where quick thinking and calm action can save lives. If a drill is unrealistic, like staged in a way that doesn't mimic actual fire condition, use obvious cue or feels like just a routine exercise, people may not take it seriously. This can lead to several problems. Firstly, ineffective learning. People may go through the motion without truly understanding what to do. They might forget the evacuation routes, assembly points, or how to use safety equipment. Second, false sense of security. Organization may assume everyone is prepared because drills were conducted, but in reality, employees may panic or act incorrectly during a real fire drill. Thirdly, poor reaction in emergency. Low engagement means participants are less mentally prepared. In an actual fire, they may hesitate, make mistakes, or cause bottlenecks in exits, increasing risk of injury or fatalities. Fourth, waste resources. Conducting drills takes time, effort, and sometimes money. If people are engaged, those resources do not produce intense safety benefits. In essence, realistic and engaging drills help people practice under conditions that closely mimic real emergency, so they internalize procedure, respond quickly, and keep themselves and others safe. Next, underlying cause of low realism and poor engagement in fire drill training. First, compliance-driven training. One of the main causes is the fire drills are often conducted only to meet legal or organizational requirements. When the focus is on checking a box rather than learning outcome, drills are kept simple, fast, and predictable. This reduces realism and makes participants see the drill as a formality, not a serious safety exercise. Next, lack of resources and technology. Many organizations lack of the budget, equipment, expertise to create realistic fire scenarios. Without tools such as smoke monitor, alarms, role-playing, or scenario variation, drills remain basic and repetitive. This limits sensory and emotional involvement, which is essential for effectiveness emergency training. Other than that, predictability of drills. Fire drills are usually announced in advance to avoid disruption. While this is inconvenient, it removes the element of surprise that exists in real emergency. The participants know exactly when and how the drill will happen. They do not experience stress, urgency, or decision making under pressure. Last but not least, poor training design. Some fire drills focus only on evacuation movement without explaining why procedure matter. Without proper briefing, debriefing, or learning objective, participants do not understand the purpose of the drill. This weak instructional design leads to disengagement and low retention of safety knowledge. Here how the low realism and poor engagement in fire drill training affect things at different levels. Firstly, impact on training practice. Drills become routine checklists, not meaningful learning experience. Trainer focus more compliance, just doing the drill rather than the skill building. Little or no feedback is collected, so mistakes are repeated every year. Lastly, training content doesn't involve to match real risk, layouts, or human behavior in emergency. Second, impact on employee. Employees don't take the drill seriously because they feel like fake or predictable. Low engagement leads to poor memory retention of evacuation routes and procedure. In a real fire, employee may panic, freeze, or follow others blindly, increasing danger. Lastly, some people underestimate risk, thinking it's just like a drill. Thirdly, impact on organization creates a false sense of preparedness. Management believe that people are ready when they are not. High risk of injuries, chaos, or evacuation failure during the real emergency. Potential legal and reputational consequence if poor training is linked to an incident. Waste time and resources on risks that don't actually improve safety performance. After that, the impact on organization and employee, low realism and poor engagement in fire drill training have a significant impact on both employee and organization. When fire drills are predictable and unrealistic, employees are not fully prepared to handle real emergency situations. During an actual fire, the lack of preparation can lead to panic, confusion, and unsafe behavior such as delayed evacuation or failure to follow proper procedure. As a result, the risk of injuries and accident increase. For organization, ineffective fire drill training weaken overall safety culture and reduce employee confidence in emergency system. It can also expose organization to legal liability, financial loss, and damage to their reputation. Therefore, improving the realism and engagement of fire drills is essential to ensure effective emergency preparedness and protect both people and organization assets. Article shows that fire evacuation training is often based on learning by doing experiential learning, where people practice real tasks to remember what to do in emergency. Training works better when it's realistic and in context situate learning, like using VR or simulation. Some programs use game-like elements to make drill more engaging. Researchers also consider how people behave under stress and how much information they can handle, cognitive load. Finally, technology-based training use ideas from technology acceptance, focusing on whether people find it useful and easy to use. To address the issue of low realism and poor engagement in fire drill training, organizations need to improve how drills are planned and conducted. One effective solution and recommendation is to make fire drill more realistic by simulating real emergency conditions, such as using a smoke machine, alarm sound, and unexpected evacuation scenario. When employees experience drills that feel closer to real situation, they are more likely to take the training seriously and respond with urgency. Another important recommendation is to increase employee engagement through interactive training method. Instead of repeating the same drill every time, organization can vary evacuation routes, assign specific roles such as a fire warden, and include problem-solving tasks during the fire drill. This keeps employees alert and encourage active participation rather than passive compliance. Additionally, proper briefing and debriefing should be conducted before and after fire drills. For the drill, employees should understand the purpose and expectation. After the drill, feedback should be shared to highlight strength, identify weakness, and suggest improvement. This helps employees learn from the experience and improve future performance. In conclusion, low realism and poor engagement in fire drill training can reduce employee readiness during a real fire emergency. When drills feel like a routine, people may not respond quickly or correctly. By making fire drills more realistic and engaging, organizations can improve awareness, build confidence, and ensure better safety outcome. Because when a real fire happens, practice is not just a training, it can save a life. Thank you.